Here with defensive back Myles Harris. Myles, for you, you've been identified as one of the leaders on the defense this year. What leadership abilities do you bring to the team?
Just leadership by example and being a vocal leader. I feel like when it comes down to being a leader, guys have to be able to trust you, by seeing what you put out there on film and out there on the field. And also, like when they see that, then they trust your word. So being vocal and, leading by example is the qualities that I have as a leader.
You finished last season with 15 tackles. So what areas have you been focusing on to contribute a little bit more this season?
Well, for one, just staying with the tackling, just trying to get better as a tackler. Also, being able to cover, just really working on my man-to-man and zone coverage. Just really just focus on those two things, and also, just being able to be aggressive and be physical.
As a player, you haven't been in a game since November. So how long does it usually take to get to full speed and up to game speed in game one here?
Me personally, I don't think it takes, at all, because it's like right after, our little break in December, we're right back at it in January. So, I feel like, we're full go from January until the end of the season. So, football is all year round, you know what I'm saying? So you got to be ready to go full go at all, whenever really.
You've also been able to play with your brothers Myron and Cephas here. What has that opportunity meant to you?
It means the world. It's nothing better than having the opportunity to, ball out, with my siblings, my twin brother, and also now my younger brother. Never really got the chance to, ball out with my younger brother throughout high school, but now is the time. So, it's going to be a fun year. I'm really excited for him.
Thanks, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Here with head coach Sparky McEwen. You guys have the season opener on Saturday at Gannon. So what type of intensity have you seen in practice this week?
Oh, it's been good. It's it's a new year and new set of players, new schemes, new coaches, and it's the beginning of the school year. It's always fun. The guys are tired of beating up on each other, and now it's time to go out and play against a true opponent.
You guys have Gannon, like I mentioned. It looks like they might have a new starting quarterback, Anthony Harris, transferred from FCS school in Maine. What can the defense do early to make him uncomfortable?
Well, we have no idea what we're going to encounter with him, with the new offensive coordinator. The head coach there is a guy that's been doing this a long time and does a really good job of getting his guys prepared, of having a disciplined football team. We've had some history with Gannon. We've played them twice before, and our football team knew that they were a very tough opponent when we played them back then. So our staff has a good idea of what we're getting ready to face, and it makes it tough because you don't know what they're going to do offensively, and then with the new quarterback, you really don't know what his skills set is or his strengths are. So we got to go in and stay pretty vanilla in this game and just try to stick to the fundamentals and tackling, blocking, catching, just making plays that way and just playing with a lot of effort.
Yeah, you mentioned some changes. They were 3-7 last year. So how do you come out strong on Saturday and not give them some confidence early?
Well, number one, I always tell people you got to take care of the football. You got to take care of the football in hopes that, you don't give that thing away and give them extra possessions. And then at the same time, you want to take care of your passer. We got to be able to protect our passer. And then on the flip side of that, we want to be able to put pressure on their guy, because we don't know what's going to happen there. And they do return some starters on both sides of the ball. So you got some guys that's been around, for a while, and they understand the culture there and what coach is trying to do. So all in all, we got to come out and just play a basic fundamental football game and play with great effort. If you do those things, everything else will take care of itself.
All right, once again, at Gannon in Erie, Pennsylvania at Saturday at noon. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you. Go Panthers.